I want an E. I want you to recognize that it is an enzyme. It is not a hormone. It works differently. So let's remember our definitions. An enzyme is something that is secreted that is going to speed up and activate a process. Okay? There she is. I knew she'd be here. So I'm going to underline keywords that I'm interested in. So I'm going to put an, oh, not with that one. I'm going to put an E. Oh, you did. Thank you. Angiotensin. Oh, no, I thought it was a 2. I thought it was an H, but it's a 2. If you put angiotensin, I want an H by it. I want you to recognize that it's a hormone. So a hormone has a specific message to tell. Yes? Shake your head, yes. Okay. Blood vessels, da, da, da. I lost my glasses. Where'd they go? And, okay, good, perfect. And it says, it tells the kidneys to keep salt and water. So, perfect, but I'm going to put in parentheses the word conserve, because I want you to get used to thinking in those terms when we're in regard to the kidneys. Okay, which raises blood pressure. Boom. Now I would have just put an arrow up and a BP and be done with it. Okay, but this works for her. Then she also, because she is an overachiever, which is a wonderful thing, did it with little arrows. So this is perfect. What I'm getting at is whatever works for you, okay, for you to study. So let's go over this again. Wait! Aldosterone.
Yes.
Is it on there?
On mine.
It's probably in the bottom one, isn't it, Anna?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Perfect, perfect. So now, okay, so this is key. This is key, and she had it on her second part. I just missed it. Okay, now, so let's look at this again, and let's go over this. The purpose, the function of the renin-angiotensin system is to maintain normal blood pressure. Class, what is the function of the renin-angiotensin system?
Maintain normal.
Okay. You've got to know that. Forever. I'm so dramatic. Now, so we're going to get in the weeds and decide how our body actually does it, okay? And this is how it does it. If something's going on and your blood pressure tanks, okay, number one, what is tanking? Normal, well, good, thank you. Normal BP is 110/70. It used to be, AMA would say it was 120/80, and then they've changed it. It's like, oh, don't do that. But anyway, they changed it. And they're actually saying that normal now is 110/70. And we're going to get into blood and blood pressure, but the top number, 110, is systolic. You'll learn that term. And the lower number is written like a ratio or a fraction. The lower number is the diastolic. Okay. So for some reason something's going on and your BP bottomed out. Now, you're getting upset. Your friends are getting upset because you're not looking too well. Guess who is just as calm as a cucumber? Your inner self, your body. Your body is saying, oops, hey, BP drop. Kidney, hey, kidney. Could you please give me some renin? Whoop, a shot. Oh, not a shot glass, but well, yeah, okay. Yeah. Hey, he's on the floor, boom, renin. An enzyme. Now, you, me, all of us, floating around in our lazy river, okay, in our blood vessels. We happen to have this inactive hormone. How do I know it is inactive? Because it has this ending, OGEN. That means it's floating around there and it's pronounced angiotensinogen, and it's saying to his friend, I sure am bored. I'm bored. I wish something would happen. Boom! Guess who comes along? Renin. And Renin says, hey, you got a job. You better get, I'm going to activate you. Okay? And that's literally what happens. Renin, right here, activates this. We can use the word precursor, okay? That's another word for kind of inactive form or before it's the real thing. We're going to activate. Renin activates the hormone angiotensin. And it's going to go through a couple of conversions. You see one, and then you see two. And y'all may have heard of this. It's called an ACE inhibitor. And some people have to take medication that is an ACE inhibitor. What I want you to know is that that's an enzyme. And that an ACE inhibitor actually is medication that has to do with blood pressure. It's a type of blood pressure medication. Don't worry about that. I'm just telling you so that you can kind of get it. So this enzyme then has a message, excuse me, not enzyme. This hormone has a message. Its target cell is the adrenal cortex. What is the message? Secrete aldosterone. Secrete aldosterone. What are you seeing in a cloud above us? What are you seeing? What word or element are you thinking when I say the word aldosterone? Sodium ion. Remember I drew the little cartoon stick man with the Na+. Anybody remember that? Am I making stuff up? Okay, I did. Okay. So, and we even practiced our thought. Are you ready? Aldosterone. 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 Every time. Every time. What is aldosterone? I'm asking a lot. I'm asking you to really think a lot. And man, am I ever piling on. Woo. Okay? So, aldosterone is a hormone. It is secreted by a gland, specifically the adrenal cortex. The adrenal cortex secretes aldosterone. Aldosterone travels through the target cell. Tell me now, what is the target cell for aldosterone? Do y'all see me pointing? Thank you very much. Am I the only one here? Girl, don't be breaking it. The kidneys. So aldosterone's target cell is the kidneys. Question, what is the message?
Cold water.
And?
Salt. Instead of water.
And? What's behind me? What's behind me, girl?
Salt. Potassium.
Yeah, you're there. Okay. I am a blob of water. Everywhere I go, thank you, going from cells. What's behind me? What's behind me? Sodium, 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 sodium. Always. So now, what is the message to the kidneys? You wrote it.
Conserve water and sodium.
Conserve water, H2O, and sodium. Once again, what is the message?
Conserve water and sodium.
And that bumps up your blood pressure. If you will break it into its pieces, it's a lot. There's multiple pieces, but if you can just grasp a basic understanding, then you can get this, y'all, okay? Now, Angie, come here, bud. You're Peter, okay? Yeah, come on, get over here. So, yeah, you're just gonna be, what you throwing? That's my little thingy. Okay, so, oh, what am I throwing? Okay, Angie is, do you remember who you are?
Potassium.
Angie is potassium. Sodium and
Potassium.
water. Okay. Sodium and water, that's me. Okay. Do, 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 do. Hello, hello, hello. Oh. Who are you?
Do I have to say it?
Yeah.
Potassium.
Okay. So go away. Ah! We do not like each other ever at all. Go away.
Okay.
Really? Okay. You were okay.
We have.
You're not going to win any starring roles. So,
Yeah, why did we pick Alyssa for that?
I was afraid. I thought she would run out the door and keep running. Okay. So my point, forever and a day, when you see sodium going one way, potassium is going to go the opposite. Always. Okay, so now, where are we? Oh, aldosterone conserves sodium and is retained by osmosis. Retained, conserve, hold on to it, do not tinkle it. And promotes excretion of potassium. Potassium is the letter K. What does excretion mean? Tinkle, tinkle. Yeah, really. Why didn't you just automatically say tinkle, tinkle? Because you're not weird like me. Okay, so a couple of things, y'all. Oh, I already had it. This is potassium ion, which means it is a charged particle, which means it is an electrolyte. Okay? The reason it is a K is it way back when my favorite little Russian, Dmitry Mendeleev, created the periodic table of elements, they were using Latin. And the element name in Latin is Kalium. Sodium, the Latin name is natrium. Thus, these are the chemical symbols. Okay? They don't just dislike each other. They hate each other. Okay? So remember that, please. So this is a very important concept, physiological concept that I need you to know. Okay, we did this yesterday. So now let's look at the disorders actually for both. This is cortisol. So cortisol, we looked at this, we looked at this. Cortisol, the problem with hypersecretion. What does that mean? Too much. It's turned on and doesn't turn off. Is that it can result in muscle wasting, inhibit protein synthesis. Our muscles are protein. So if we have too much cortisol, you're not making proteins. Make sense? Remember, you cannot memorize all of this. You've got to think it. So when you're looking at different diseases and syndromes, think of what the action of that hormone is. So if you have too much, you're going to expect muscle wasting. Do y'all know what that means? They're not enlarging, they're not building, they're becoming much smaller and can't function well. Okay. Atrophy, yes. Elevated blood glucose. What was one of the properties? Stimulate glucose formation. So people that have Cushing's disease have a constant drip of glucose in their system, which means energy. Oh my goodness, I've had 10 cups of caffeine. I've got all this stuff I've got to do. You're going to wear yourself out. We talked about when you have a steroid injection or you can't almost sleep for days. You're just in high gear, for 2 to 3 days. And then what happens? You crash. Your body just says, well, I can't take anymore. It's gone. It gets out of your system. Well, if you've got hyper secretion of this, your body never shuts down. Who can stay awake for a week with no sleep and still just be as pleasant as ever? Your body must rest. Well, you're telling me that my body stays completely on all day long. And that's actually what stress can do to us. We're going to get to this in a minute. You can have acute stress, which is what you as students have every day before an exam. It's stressful. Or you can have chronic. Chronic means long-term. So your body, a lot of times because it's young and healthy, can recover from stress if it's short-term. Yes? But if it goes on and it never turns off, then you literally are wearing all of your organs out, like a set of tires. You just are wearing yourself out, okay? And that's what happens really with Cushing's disease, okay? Now, with Addison's disease, you see this word electrolyte. Electrolyte are charged elements. Read Gatorade bottles, and you're going to see sodium, you're going to see potassium, you're going to see calcium. You may see, sometimes you'll see nitrogen. You're going to see all kind of elements that are that we must have, okay? But we need them in a very specific amount. And if you don't have enough, or, excuse me, if you have too many, then you're going to have an electrolyte balance. Now, you are young and healthy. If you have an electrolyte balance, you can bounce back pretty quickly. If you have a patient in ICU that maybe just had open heart surgery and they're, 81 years old, they're diabetic, their kidneys function is about 35%, they're not quite on dialysis yet, then that patient, if they have an electrolyte balance, they're not going to bounce back as quickly. Okay? So what I need you to know is that Addison's disease is insufficient hormones of the adrenal cortex, not enough. So you can have electrolyte and glucose imbalance because of the cortisol. Glucose, electrolytes because of the sodium. Okay? Good. Oh, let's read this last bullet. Can be fatal. What does fatal mean? You ain't here? How about if it's your patient? It's sad. Now, most of the time it's not your fault, but due to severe electrolyte imbalance. Good. Last section, and then we're going to do the review. Your pancreas. Your pancreas is what we're going to call, it has a dual, D-U-A-L, dual function. It is both an endocrine gland and it is an exocrine gland. So the endocrine part means that it secretes hormones. The exocrine part means that it has a duct, okay? So here's the pancreas. It nestles in to the the most superior part of the small intestines, which is the duodenum or duodenum. Both pronunciations are correct. This is the head of the pancreas. This is the tail. This little fish scale looking thing is the duct, okay? So it has two functions. That's an exam question. What organ serves both a endocrine and exocrine function, okay? So right now, we're only looking at the endocrine function. The tissue of the pancreas at the endocrine part of it is called pancreatic islets, okay? There are 3 types of cells in the islets, the pancreas islets. Alpha, beta, and delta cells. You've got a little chart on your study guide that we'll need to complete. Alpha cells secrete the hormone glucagon. So write on your chart, glucagon alpha cells. Beta cells secrete insulin. Delta cells secrete somatostatin. I want you to now put the function in there, and they're out of order here than on there, so make sure you get it correct. Glucagon, put an up arrow and put increased blood glucose. Insulin decreases blood glucose. Somatostatin will, all 3 of these help regulate glucose metabolism. Somatostatin can inhibit or will inhibit both glucagon and insulin. Okay. Glucagon and insulin have an antagonistic relationship. What do I mean by that?
Almost against each other.
Totally opposite. Perfect. Good. So we're going to look at a very prevalent disease. It is called diabetes mellitus. It is a metabolic disease. It's a metabolic disease that is characterized by either the total lack of insulin or possibly your cells do not recognize insulin that is produced. It results in elevated blood glucose. What does insulin do? Decrease blood glucose. So if diabetes, you don't produce any insulin or not enough, or your cells don't recognize it, that means you're going to have high blood glucose levels. Y'all, damage eyes, heart, kidneys, nerves. If you have years and years of uncontrolled diabetes, you are going to definitely end up with kidney issues. Probably, if you live long enough, end up on dialysis. Oftentimes, vision, bless you, issues. If you live long enough, you may probably be blind. You will have neuropathy in which means your nerves are not functioning in your extremities. You can have, my sister-in-law was an uncontrolled diabetic. She, before she died, had to have 3 toes amputated because of her cardiovascular system wasn't getting to her extremities. She could not see. It was really it was pitiful. It was heartbreaking. But she refused to watch her diet, check her blood sugar, and take her insulin. So 1 minute her insulin would be 100, next, hour or two it'd be, I kid you not, 500. Yeah, okay. So it is a very debilitating disease. However, let's look at the flip side. You're gonna see in just a minute that there are actually two types, and you need to know this. There are two types of diabetes. Type 1 used to be called juvenile onset, and the reason is that usually between 10 and 14 years of age, you would be diagnosed. You must know that type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease. What do I mean by that?
Your immune system attacks
Your own body does not recognize the beta cells and thinks that your beta cells in the pancreas are a bad guy or a pathogen, okay? And literally thinking it's protecting you will destroy the beta cells. What happens to insulin if you have no beta cells? It's not being produced. So you need to know type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease, and they are always insulin dependent. Always insulin dependent. Many, many times it's hereditary, and in some ways, especially now because they've got the pump delivery system and they have sensors that you can, with your phone, check your blood sugar so you're not having to prick your finger 10 times a day. It really is much easier to manage because you pretty much, if you're type 1, you pretty much know no insulin. If you are type 2, you may be producing some. Well, if you add that some and you eat this wonderful piece of birthday cake with ice cream and then it tastes so good, midnight you decide to have another piece, that's a lot of sugar. And you're just gonna be jacked up. But you don't know how much your body is already producing. It's really challenging to manage. Type 1's a little easier because you know you're not producing any. And none of it's easy. I'm certainly not implying that. So, but look at this. 5 to 10% are type 1. It's really not that common. However, type 2, adult onset, is very prevalent, and it's really prevalent in the South. Now, folks, I love the South. I was away for 21 years, and as soon as we could, we beat feet back home to Alabama. But what do Southern women love to do and cook with? Fried squash, fried green tomatoes, fried okra. How about some hush puppies, French fries? Are you getting me? We are good cooks, and we love to eat. So many times we have an obesity problem, okay? And it has been determined that lack of exercise and overweight to the point of obesity are major contributors to type 2 diabetes. Not the only factor, okay? But it has been found if you're up to, I saw it in my own mother-in-law, after Pawpaw, her husband, died, she cooked a fresh pan of cornbread for every meal. And when I tell you it was the best thing ever, oh my goodness. So after Pawpaw died, she was a type 2 diabetic, insulin dependent. She was a little chubby, and diabetes ran in her family. And when she quit cooking, we figured out she's eating like cereal at night. It's like, Grandma, we'll bring, anyway, she dropped a good bit of weight. And all of a sudden, her blood sugar's fine, and she was no longer insulin dependent. And she'd been on insulin for probably 40 years. So it's a contributing factor. Okay, it's not always, that way. But 90 to 95% of all of the diabetes is type 2. Now, there's some key words I need you to know. Specifically this one. Hyper means, okay, anytime you see, I am so sorry, I am just, indigestion. Okay, so GLYC or who said that? I'm in love with you. Or oh, you're taken. Oh, that's okay, I'm taken too. Okay. Or GLUC. You think sugar. So this first part of the word, the two first parts, the first part and the middle part are telling you too much sugar. Anemia, bloodstream. That literally is telling you that you have too much blood glucose. Hyperglycemia, you need to know that term. I don't know if it's on the test, but you need to know it, period. How about if I said hypoglycemia? In all reality, let me be careful the way I phrase this. In all reality, tremendously low blood glucose is more dangerous than high. High will just damage you over a long period of time. Low, you can go into a diabetic coma and not wake up. Yes?
Why do steroids give you high blood sugar? Like in the hospital, when we get
Why does what?
when we get people steroids in the hospital, we
Yeah.
check their sugar.
Well, when you give them steroids, you have to keep checking sugar. Oh, I see,
You're mine, right?
Are you have
I'm sorry I never sent the videos. They were too long. I didn't know how to trim it.
Yeah.
I know. You're smart.
Maybe.
You just call them steroids.
Because
I should have them on my phone too. Do you want all of them? Like all those? Yeah. I did 20 minute one, the other two like an hour and a half.
in the courtyard too.
Okay, we're almost done. Hang tight. One more word. Glyco, so what?
Sugar.
Okay. Urea. Maybe urine. So what would glycosuria be?
Too much sugar.
Sugar in the urine. You should not have glucose in the urine. Not on a normal basis. Good. Okay. You're gonna be happy. This is the last slide. Ha, ha. I'm stuck in middle school. Okay. So, a couple of exam questions. from this slide. I need you to know that the pineal gland, are you visualizing your naked lady? Can you remember where the pineal gland is? Even if you can't, shake your head yes. Okay. If you can't, find the naked lady and find it. Pineal gland. Pineal gland secretes melatonin. Melatonin helps regulate your circadian rhythms. Does anybody know what your circadian rhythms are? Your sleep cycle. Hadn't y'all seen those commercials of just take a supplemental of melatonin? Okay. So oftentimes if you're having sleep issues, you may not be producing enough melatonin, and you might want to take a supplement. I don't, because I'm afraid I'll never wake up. So anyway, just kidding. So I need you to know that, please. The next thing I need you to know is, and we'll discuss this much more when we get to chapter 16, your thymus gland, which is kind of right here. Your thymus gland in infants and toddlers. What am I trying to say? Toddlers. Toddlers. Oh wait, I forgot the 3 P's. Gotta go back, sorry. If I would look at my notes, but I just come in here and start talking. Okay, when you are diagnosing, I pushed the wrong button. Gotta get back. I forgot how I get back.
Can you like swipe up from the bottom of the screen?
Oh, yeah.
No,
Ah.
yes. No, do yes.
Who?
Hit
What?
yes.
Can I escape? Will that do it?
Trash can again. Hit yes. Yes, delete it.
I thought I went, oh, yeah, I meant to delete it. Okay, now where? Oh, wait. There. Okay, now look. Every one of you must remember how I did that. Because I won't. I mean, I panic. It's like, oh, I pushed a button and it was the wrong one and it's gone. That's kind of like my bank account. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so, characteristic clinical symptoms of diabetes are referred to as the 3 Ps. This is not on your exam, but it is something you need to know. Polyphagia, polyuria, polydipsia, increased hunger, increased urination, frequent. Increased thirst. Very characteristic, okay? And I want you to just know those medical terms because you're going to be in the healthcare field, okay? Good. Everybody got those? I'm thirsty. Where'd it go? Your thymus gland. I need you to know that thymus gland secretes thymosins. There is actually a matching on your exam, and I have the gland, and you need to match it with the hormone. Okay? So when you see thymus gland, thymosis. Now, by the time puberty hits, your thymus is very small. By the time you are my age, mine is almost non-functional. It's filled with fatty tissue. It is teeny tiny. That's why a lot of elderly people, oh, did I just call myself elderly? Oh. Elderly people, their immune system is kind of shot. They get sick pretty easily. Okay, good. And then you already know we have covered this with our gonadotrophin. Ovaries produce estrogen and progesterone, and testes produce testosterone. Now, here's what's going to happen. If you want to take a real quick break, you can. I'm going to turn to slide 65, so Angie will quit being a whiny baby. And then I'm going to give a very pointed review. Good.
For this, you want us to pause it and like.
If you want to, and then
We need
number.
to have these, right?
Yep, however you want to, whatever works for you, but yeah. Mhm.
Separate from the last semester, right?
We had both, we had Connect and the lab.
But it's not the same lab.
Oh, yes, it's a new one, yeah,
So I have to get to one.
okay. The lab, I know, they separated it. The lab manual pages and the Connect technically are due next Thursday. However, you know, class just got started. A lot of people haven't gotten all of their stuff. If you turn it in late this time, it will not count against you. I always accept late work. Okay?
Unless they're on your bad side.
Why? Yeah, because you're always late.
I am
Okay.
not.
So, Lane, you're going to figure out this. Have you already done it? That's the other one. I already got that one. Yeah, I already gave you that. Good. Macy. Amaya, did you do your bonus? I saw you were, okay. Amaya plus 1. So, we lost Dawson. Folks, if you don't come to class, you're not going to be successful. I just, I don't know what to say.
Who walked towards me, that's why I was confused, I just stood there. I was like,
So are you done? Can I now go back?
Yes.
And you put, all right.
I also don't like seeing the back, I can't see.
Two points. but you haven't gotten it yet. The bonus you will not get until, when I post your first exam grade, it will include the bonus.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't explain that to y'all. Okay, so, yeah, what, the people that did not get their bonus point today, just do it and show it to me on Thursday. Or you can email me and tell me that you did it. I always believe my student. I mean, if you can lie to me and it's worth it to you to go to hell for that 1 point, I mean, well, I'm sorry, worth it to you to go, I mean, you're going to get used to me at some point. I just do. I believe my students. I mean, yeah, so I didn't mean you. I meant her, no. You ain't going to how she is. Look how mean she is. Sorry, Alexis. What was your brochure? Did you check it? You can't do that.
I was on a busy street.
You can't do that. Where's my tea? Why do I keep losing it? Here it is. But you really can't do that.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And you know that by now. And you just demonstrated it again, didn't you?
I did.
Okay, thank you, because I got this in like
Keisha, thank you, sweetheart, for this morning. Trying to reassure me.
Oh, thank you so
I'm so sorry. It's like 3 a.m. You can put it as M-A-C-C-Y. Starts with
Yeah, I don't care if somebody won't tell me, and I don't want to be
Wait, are you tracking like all of this?
like it's just
Yeah, I haven't finished mine either.
and I just
Yeah. I have an outline. I had worked notes on it. I'm trying to like go through the videos and like make note of certain things, like review it. It's like the videos are so long, I can't sit through it.
and that's all she got like
I'm trying to, like, I wanted to try to, like, clip the videos and, like, highlight, like, we'll do this when she's kind of talking about something else, or reference or something like that. Like, can I cut that out so it's like, straight to the point in the videos? Which is useful in lectures. Like, when you're reviewing all the videos, you want to cut a little bit short. And, like, it's like, she did mention the, like,
Why is it spicy?
like the matching.
But it works.
She said the lab is like
I don't know the word.
minor part of this class. So I think she's
Oh, yeah.
Run.
She mentioned to, like, match the gland to the hormone.
Honestly, I've been like, why do we have these labs?
Match the gland to the hormone. And I need to go back and make sure I know what glands go to what hormone.
Are you going to?
Who'd you have from
She
201?
does it next summer, that's why
I
I
had
decided
two.
to cram it into this one.
He's a really tall guy, really tall, short brown hair, beard. I had him for hybrid, so I only had him once a
It
week.
doesn't feel real, it doesn't
You
feel
know,
as hard
he's
as
a
this.
man. I liked another person teaching.
I asked
I
my
didn't learn
older
anything
sister,
from
she
him.
did all
And he
these
didn't know
classes too,
much
and she
at
said this was the hardest.
like halfway through the semester, he just stopped putting it flat.
No, she said.
Everything I had to learn, I had to learn on my
She said that
own.
this was the hardest one of
And
them all.
why did you take Dr. Dorset? Because a friend recommended it. Really? Yeah. I like that you highlight. Really?
She tells you what's on it.
Yeah, no. I did not. Technically. Radiography.
Yeah, we did too, but she said like. Did she say that, Libby, that we were never gonna be able to memorize how to spell stuff?
Is that like, is that 201? Yeah, like then. That's different. I forget what classes I need to take that's required for my degree. Because I'm math, English, and this class.
You can take a break.
This semester. I need to retake last semester. Orientation. I did. How did I do that? I don't know. I know.
Like, which I was trying to shoot more classes, but
They were both hybrid, and both of those were like very reliant on me doing my own work and research. This semester, for all lectures except for my English, and I realized that's what I need. Because I couldn't work from home if I had to. I'm not gonna get myself to do the work, you know? So I think I'm gonna take a mini semester in the summer for those two classes, retake them, get a higher grade. I'm not gonna be able to 201 in orientation. Yeah, 100%. Upper B.
Let's go ahead and start our review. The first thing I would like to share with you is that on this exam, it has 50 questions. 50 questions. There are 41 multiple choice. 41 multiple choice. There are 5 matching, and I profusely apologize, but there are 4 true false. I personally hate true false because I can talk myself and convince myself that either one is correct. Are you bye-bye totally? Okay. Okay. Courtney, one of y'all email me Email me, she's okay. I think she's okay now. Okay, thank you, baby.
Alright.
Yes,
With the 5 matching, do you mean like 5 different diagrams?
I'm gonna tell you,
Okay.
but thank you. No, you're good. Always
Okay.
ask. And if I was rude, I didn't mean to be.
No.
Sometimes I mean to be, but that time I did not mean to be. I mean, like when I told Alexis, I just, sorry. Okay. And remember, you have 10 points. That is, look how professional I wrote it. Lab identify endocrine glands. Naked lady. Okay, that's that one. Okay. Everybody know what I'm talking about? Okay. There will be no short answers this time on this exam. So the answer is there. Good. Did anybody hear me say, this is gonna be so easy, you're not gonna need to think or study? Okay. But look, y'all, we've been practicing and working on this. You can truly be successful, okay? So, the first 4 questions. Nervous system. What are the 2 components that make up the central nervous system? That's literally number 1. If you're gonna miss it, just tell me now so I can get PO'd at you today instead of on exam day. Okay, good. What about, which is identified correctly? Parasympathetic nervous system, fight and flight. Yes or no?
No.
Really? Okay, so no. Sympathetic nervous system, rest and digest. No. Sympathetic nervous system, did you get it? Okay, thank you, I'll pay you back.
Oh, no, you're good.
Okay, sympathetic nervous system, fight and flight. Cha-ching. So, you're with me? Oh. Pick the correct, oh, this is kind of a fill in the blank, but it's a multiple choice. Somatic nervous system, voluntary or involuntary?
Voluntary.
Autonomic nervous system, voluntary or involuntary?
Involuntary.
Okay. That's 4 questions. In this course, I am going to tell you what you need to know, what you need to study. There's so much information, if I don't narrow it down, you're gonna become so overwhelmed that you're gonna just, it's like treading water and then sinking, okay? I'm being very specific on what you need to know, okay? So there should be no question on the first 4. Good. So now the way I'm gonna do the rest of it is go through the slides again and re-emphasize things that you need to know. You must know the definition of hormone. It's on there. You need to know the definition of a paracrine secretion. It's number 5. Okay? It's on there. You also need to be prepared to answer questions on characteristics of the nervous system, the way it communicates, on the endocrine system, the way it communicates, i.e., what is the messenger, what is the signal with the nervous system, neurotransmitter. What is the messenger with the endocrine system? Okay?
What side is this? What side number was that?
It's this one and that one, so 4. 10 points. Cha-ching! Okay. Let me go to a different, okay. This is, I need to know something to get the answer. Prostaglandins, what are they an example of? Paracrine secretions. You need to know that. I also asked another way about a paracrine secretion. For example, does it travel through the bloodstream? You better not pick that one. I will come unglued on it. I will make you stand on top of the desk and, I don't know, dance. So, what else? Guaranteed. Question on what controls the pituitary gland?
The hypothalamus.
Thank you. Why did everybody not answer that? What control, I'm just mean today. What controls the pituitary gland?
Hypothalamus.
Thank you. How does the hypothalamus control the anterior pituitary?
By hormones.
Yes, releasing hormones, boom. How does the hypothalamus control the anterior pituitary gland? Releasing hormones. How does the I am such a broken record. I mean, y'all gonna dream about me. Whew, that's a nightmare. How does the hypothalamus control the posterior pituitary gland? Go.
Neurotransmission.
Yes. Nerve.
Impulses.
Look for that. Okay, here we go. Number 12. Nerve impulses from the hypothalamus stimulate nerve endings in the blank to release hormones, and then there are 4 glands listed.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes. Nerve impulses from the hypothalamus stimulate nerve endings in the blank gland to release hormones.
In the posterior.
Posterior pituitary gland. okay? Anterior pituitary gland, releasing hormones. Posterior pituitary gland, nerve impulses that stimulate them to secrete hormones. So neural is going to be posterior. Nerve impulses will be posterior. Okay? Good. Bye, Lindsay. Study, girl. Steroid hormone. What are you thinking? What category?
Like reproductive, like testosterone.
Looking for one of the big four.
Lipids.
Lipids, thank you.
That was right.
Yes, but you're right. You were doing right. Okay, so steroids. Cholesterol, okay, it's gonna be a lipid. These are the list. Estrogen, testosterone, aldosterone, cortisol. I'm not repeating, so listen carefully. I'm trying to give you an idea of how the questions are asked. Steroid hormones, A, include epi, norepi. You better not pick that one.
Not a true false.
That's gonna be a non-steroidal.
Yeah, but is the question a, yeah.
It's not a true false.
Oh, got it.
Steroid hormones are very soluble in water.
That's false.
Once again, you better not pick that one. Steroid hormones are soluble in lipids.
That's the answer.
Okay? If you need to, it's always a good idea to get, especially with these type exams, with the amount of information I've asked you to know, get a index card. This one's not hard because it's not long, but okay, this one. If you get an index card and you don't pull it down to look at the answers, and it makes you read the entire question, and then without looking at the answers, think of what you think the answer is, and then pull it down and pick the best answer. Okay, sometimes you answer a little too quickly, and teachers love to put a not in there, and that changes the whole question, okay? So you also need to know some characteristics of steroid hormones. They are derived from cholesterol, yes. They, sex hormones are included, yes. Adrenal cortex hormones are included, yes. Make up most hormones. No. What category are most hormones? There's two questions on that. The one I just read and then that one. You should be feeling a little better. You should recognize that, hey, I'm going to need to study, but Dr. D's not being unfair. I'm not asking you trick questions. Are you gonna have to think? You betcha. But you're developing critical thinking skills. Then we're going to have, why would I had issues there. Why would an athlete abuse erythropoietin? What does erythropoietin do?
Red blood cells, more red blood cells.
Good. Which is more prevalent, positive or negative feedback? Are any of these hormones listed in the anti-pituitary gland mechanism positive feedback? No. How about the two listed here? Posterior pituitary. Oxytocin. Please don't miss it. Okay? Positive feedback. What does it cause? What does it do? Contraction of what? Uterus, okay? Muscle contractions. You must know the function of each of these hormones. Okay? You must know that the anterior pituitary gland is the one that secretes them. Okay? Then there are several questions on there's 3 or 4 questions on aldosterone. There are a couple on cortisol. There's also questions on, let me ask you this. What controls the secretion of parathyroid hormone? What does parathyroid hormone have to do with? There's a word up here on the board for both of them.
Calcium.
Blood calcium. Blood calcium. Parathyroid hormone doesn't give a flip about glucose. Parathyroid hormone doesn't give a flip about anything about the thyroid gland. Okay? Parathyroid hormone strictly has to do with levels of regulating blood calcium. You will have questions on, I erased it, osteoblast, osteoclast. Osteoblast, bone making. So which one of these if I have, which one of these would of these two hormones, calcitonin and parathyroid hormone, which one would stimulate calcium deposition? That means making bone. Making bone.
Calcitonin.
Thyroid, calcitonin.
Okay? That means you gotta think. You gotta know, okay, which arrows go which way. You know blood calcium, but okay. You have to think, okay, which one dumps more calcium in the blood? Okay? And that's what I'm saying, you just really have to think. What does aldosterone conserve?
Water and salt.
And? So did I hear both? Water and sodium? What does it stimulate to excrete? Who does sodium hate? You gonna miss that question? Tell me now, hormones of the adrenal medulla, cheeseburger or lion? Lion. Epi, norepi. Tell me what that lion's doing to you right now. It's in your face. What's happening? Increase heart rate, increase blood pressure, increase respiration. Okay? The answer's all of the above. You're not going to miss that one. How many times have we gone over? But do you see that you can do this? It's a lot, but you can do it. I always do a review. I'm not quite always this pointed. Could you share with me a gland that we have studied that has a dual function, exocrine and endocrine?
Pancreas.
Pancreas, you gonna miss it? Please name the hormone secreted by the pineal gland that impacts circadian rhythm.
Melatonin.
You gonna miss it? What is type 1 diabetes caused by?
No insulin.
Which is, we can classify that disease, that type 1 disease, as autoimmune. Thank you. Autoimmune disease. Are you missing that one?
Hope not.
Okay? You've got this. There's actually a matching that I have. I list hormones and you have to match it with the gland. Why don't we just for fun practice? T3, T4, go.
Thyroid.
Epinephrine.
Adrenal. Medulla.
Yeah. Who's that? Good. Aldosterone.
Adrenal cortex.
Yeah. Thymosin. Thymus? Is that what you said?
Thymus.
Ooh. Anti-diuretic hormone, go.
What? The kidney.
ADH. Did you say posterior pituitary? If you didn't, you still shake your head yes. Okay. So, you know, if you miss those, I'm sorry. You didn't spend enough studying time. Would you say that's fair? Am I asking you to learn a lot? You betcha. Which hormone sustains milk production? Turkey breast. Okay. So, really, y'all got this. Let's look at the true false we have. Oh, wait. Hyposecretion of hormones from the adrenal cortex leads to hypo. Cushing's syndrome, hypo. Buffalo hump, hypo. Moon phase, hypo. Addison's disease, hyposecretion. Okay. True, false. The definition was, a true, false is the definition of a hormone. If you miss it, use our book. The second true, false is a comparison between the endocrine system, you know, like hormone, target cell, and nervous system, neurotransmitters. If you miss that one, you deserve to. I mean, I'm being unkind, but oh, now this one, you gotta think, oh my goodness. So let's really go over this one and look at this. I think I just am gonna add one more. That's 4 bonus points. If you can, on the back of naked lady, draw this diagram and use it correctly. So what I'm saying is there's several questions that if you have this written down, you can answer. If you have this done correctly and you answer the questions correctly, I'll give you another bonus point. Y'all wearing me out with these bonus points. So get ready. Parathyroid hormone. And y'all got to remind me that I said that you get that other bonus point. I'm just telling you, look, I'm old, y'all. Parathyroid hormone. Okay, so we're here. Oh, wait. But I want this with it. All this, cha-ching, plus 1. Back to the question. Parathyroid hormone stimulates the activity of, okay, listen closely, bone resorbing. So bone resorbing would be the same as bone breaking. Would you agree? Okay. Bone resorbing osteoblast. No. That's in the weeds. You gotta really think about that one. And it's not a trick question. I don't feel like that's a trick question, because I've said osteoblasts are going to deposit bone, and osteoclasts will resorb or break bone. I probably need to change it to resorb. But now you would recognize that resorb would be the same as bone breaking. Okay? So I expect great success. I really do. You now have one solid week to really continue going over and over and over this material. I want you all to have to make an A on this exam. I will have a lot of A's because of the way I break this down and teach it, and then I truly feel like I try to assess you on what I have taught you. So much that I will make this promise to you. If ever there is a question on any of my exams that you feel like I did not cover very calmly, respectfully, come to me and say, hey, Dr. D, I don't remember us discussing number 28. And then I'll say, yeah, sure, I discussed it. Then I'll look back at the PowerPoint and I'll say, yeah, it's right there. And then I'm gonna turn around to the class and I'm gonna say, hey y'all, did I talk about this? And if y'all all can say, you know, Dr. D, you didn't cover that. I do this lecture twice a day. It's a well-established fact that my mouth has no filter, so 99.9% of the time, I don't know what I'm saying, okay? But I really do mean it. In this class, I'm not asking you to do extra stuff. I'm asking you to learn what I have covered, because I have narrowed it all down to what is real important. And what I have covered, I want you literally to know all of it. I really do. Now, I profusely apologize for not having class on Tuesday. We've discussed it. My husband loves me. I've got to go get a double check so that I can come back to you and say, hey, yeah, I am cancer-free. That's important to me to be able to stand up here and say that, okay? So we won't be having class. So the next time that I see you, you will meet in here and we will take the exam. Those of you that do not know me, while you're taking the exam, if you have a question, raise your hand and ask me. If I can help you, I will. And if you're having a question, everybody else is probably having it as well, okay? And if it's something that you need to know, I'm gonna say, you need to know that, okay? I'm not gonna embarrass you. I don't know, I might. Depends on what kind of mood I'm in, okay? But remember, we want complete total success. If everybody has a 54 out of 54, I'm gonna throw you a party, but it cannot involve alcohol. I gotta say that for me, okay? So, have a wonderful weekend. I hope we don't get iced in. I know that you do, but shoot me an email with any questions. If for some reason anything I said or done offended you, I sorry.
Number 4.
Bye, y'all.
If you talk about the naked lady in the back,
Even 10 minutes early.
that's what it's going to be.
Bye, Alexa.
I gotta keep that Dr. D, I gotta keep that.
Okay, good.
Sorry.
Oh, Macy didn't get, Emily didn't get back up here, but you did it, so she's gonna be fine. Good, thank you.
About that, I was about like 15 minutes late. I rode the alley hall for some reason, thinking, I know. So did I miss anything? It's like the beginning of the lecture, first 15 minutes. It was right when you talked about.
Hey Grace, what did I talk about the first 15 minutes of class before Macy got here? Did I really?
That aldosterone.
Oh, I did the renin-angiotensin system again. Did you do that bonus?
I don't know why I ever.
Just that
Do
thing.
it.
honest.
No, and I love it. Do it and show it to me. Do it and show it to me on Thursday, and you'll get the point. Okay?
And then what's happening Tuesday again? It's an online like exam.
What type of what?
What's happening Tuesday again? Since you're not here. Like what are we doing?
You're studying.
That's it.
You're not coming to class. You are devoting your time to me.
Okay.
Studying.
Also, I remember seeing that the first exam was open now. Is that going to be this upcoming one? Like the
No.
witnesses? No.
It's chapter 16, lymphatics. It's worth 50 points. Or
And that's
30
open
points.
note?
30 points. It's open note.
Okay.
It's online open note.
Okay.
And then when I'm gone to Japan, the chapter 22, 23, the reproductive system, is open note, but it's in here. Open study guide, open note, whatever. You just can't Google.
No, I just
Okay.
confused myself.
Yes.
And then you said there were 4 bonus questions on the exam?
No.
I got some.
Oh, I think still
You,
4.
I did. But what I said is you have had 4 bonus point opportunities. You earned 2 with the double tier blood thing. You earned 1 with when you do the renin-angiotensin system, and you earn another one if you can reproduce this on the back
yeah.
of the chart.
Okay.
Thank you for asking, because sometimes I'm not clear.
What about the nervous system?
That one didn't count as a bonus, but great to always ask. And the reason it count for a bonus is that I was just using that to check to see if you actually studied. So, how you feeling?